Good morning, I'm Bill Kane, Basalt Town Mayor, and I'm here this morning to give you a quick update on events taking place at Town Hall. As you know, it's an exciting summer. We have a lot of things to look forward to this year. It is Monday morning, it's 8 o'clock in the morning on June 29th. So I'm really going to cover about three things to let you know what's going on with our town council and events throughout the community. I'm going to cover three principal areas. One is status of COVID and coronavirus. Secondly, I'm going to talk about some new exciting developments in town. And third, talk about all the activities and what we've got going on. So I'm here to report on action and report on behalf of our Basalt Town Council, all of whom have been working very diligently over the last 2 months. I'm happy to announce that we have extended our face covering ordinance. We have a full audit that is now available for public review, and we have a highly transparent and competent investment management plan in place. So these things were accomplished at last week's council meeting. So I want to talk about three things and begin with sort of the tough love topic, and that is COVID-19. In recent days and recent weeks, I've had a lot of questions from citizens around town, some anxious moms, about our reported cluster, which occurred 2 weeks ago. As you know, we had 11 teenagers that were reported positive for COVID-19. This is reported as a cluster. A cluster is different than a broad-based community spread. This is probably something that occurred from one specific meeting or activity or gathering. So the state of play is that there has been contact with all the parents. There is extensive contact tracing underway, and our health officials are working hard to contain that one single event. But I got to get a message out to the community to remind everybody how dangerous and potentially scary this virus is. There's no reason we can't have a great fun summer and participate in all the great stuff this valley has to offer, but we have to follow basic rules. A lot is at stake. Our school year upcoming, our ski season, and all the things that we love about living here are all at risk if we don't all take personal responsibility and try to manage this virus. So I'm just going to remind everybody of a few basics. We have, along with Eagle and Pitkin, signed up for the 5 commitments to containment. I'm just going to remind everybody what they are. One is maintain 6 feet of social distancing. This is critical, 6 feet of social distancing. If you can't be 6 feet from another human being, you have to, by law of the town, have a face covering. So this is outdoors. If you're indoors at the supermarkets, retail establishments, restaurants, you have to have a face covering. So 6 feet of social distancing, constant washing, sanitize hands, have a face covering, get tested immediately if you feel any symptoms whatsoever, fever, chills, flu-like symptoms. And if you have symptoms, you have to stay at home. So if you see something, say something. This is a community matter. We all have to work together to pull together to try to contain this virus. We all knew that there would be new reported cases with the reopening of our economy. We just have to keep those new reported cases within a prescribed range. We just can't go back to an March and April condition where we were threatened to overwhelm our healthcare system. So perhaps enough on that. Secondly, the second topic is some very exciting news to report. This week, we have 2 spectacular groundbreakings, both at Willits Town Center. One is Takao, the Arts Center at Willits, is breaking ground on a new 240-seat cabaret theater with a beautiful lounge, reception area, and these guys have a fantastic lineup of entertainment. This is probably a year construction process that we'll go through. And that's an exciting breakthrough. The money's all in place, and they move forward. So let the show begin for Takao. Congratulations to them. The second is kind of a game changer for Basalt, and on July 1st, ground will be broken for the new Stedman Orthopedic Center at Willits. This is a state-of-the-art, world-class 4 surgical suite center for high-tech orthopedic surgeries. Basalt will probably become basically the gold standard for destination elective surgeries for high-tech orthopedic joint replacement and orthopedic procedures. This will bring with it a whole constellation of other support industries, from diagnostics to radio imaging to physical therapy and all the support facilities that come with this. So this will provide enormous, highly compensated employment opportunities for Basalt, and we couldn't be more pleased. And Stedman is working closely with Aspen Valley Hospital to merge their services. So that's a big deal. What I'd like to close with is just remind you that despite COVID, there are some really fun things we can do, and we've got a lot underway in town. To begin with, hopefully you will have received by now your Basalt Bucks. This is a stimulus program to help get everybody out and support our retail stores and restaurants. These are $20 certificates. This is not the end of money. We're going to study this closely. If more is required, we can provide more stimulus. Along with that, we have Wednesday night busker night. So we couldn't have concerts and people sitting close together. So we have opted with Takal, who have done a great job of lining up buskers, and these are street artists. And hopefully folks got out and saw some of them last Wednesday night. But we have all manner of kind of fun street entertainment. So Wednesday nights, it's usually 5 to 8, I think. And they're at Willits Town Center and Old Town Basalt. So it's a lot of fun. So that's a great deal. We have a new overflow parking area. We have a deal that we struck with the elementary school so that we can use that parking lot. There was a front page story in the Aspen Daily News, thanks to them. Shows our new trail. It's a beautiful walk into town across the swinging bridge, which is a wonderful way to get to downtown. And it's really convenient. I think there are 100 and some parking spaces up there, so that really adds to parking in the downtown. So we have outdoor dining has been expanded. Obviously, our restaurants are handicapped because they can only serve 50% of normal seating capacity indoors. So we've made arrangements. You've seen some of these concrete barriers around town. This is a way to get our restaurants to expand in a way that is safe and free from interference from automobiles. So we're trying to figure out how to get them painted and make them a little more attractive. Somebody thought that we must have gotten a great deal from East Berlin on these concrete barriers, but we'll dress them up and they'll get a lot better looking. So with that, I think that's covers what I wanted to say. I think the message is that Town Council is busy, our town staff is busy, our parks are wide open, our swimming pool, open on a reservation basis, is working really well. So I think we're all working hard to power through this public health threat and trying to do it in a way that we can enjoy the reason we live here, which is the great outdoors. So best to everyone. We're going to do this every couple of weeks to kind of keep you informed of affairs at Town Hall, and we just hope everyone has a fun and safe summer. Thank you very much.